And some good news for parents. After months of waiting for federal approval, children can now get their COVID vaccine shot. Kids age 5 and up are now eligible to receive it. That's about 28 million children in this country. And kids now make up a disproportionate number of new COVID cases, accounting for a quarter of all of the new cases just last week. And a lot of parents have been waiting for this dose of good news for more than a year and a half. Dr. Sophia Deben is a physician and COVID analyst, and she joins us from Miami. And as a grandparent, I know how big a deal this is because parents can get their shots, and that allowed us to be able to go and do what we wanted to do with some risk, not zero risk, but with some risk, but you couldn't take your kids. My granddaughter trick-or-treating looked like she was going as the Michelin girl, to tell you the truth. This is a big deal.
It sure is. There's a significant risk to populations like ours where we're mixed. We have young people and we have older people, and they are at higher risk. And so now we have the opportunity to protect not only the 5 to 11-year-olds, but those around us, because we know that the vaccine is quite effective, but there are still patients who are vaccinated and still get sick, thankfully not as severely. But it is a disease that's in the community, and addressing this population will help to overall decrease our infectivity.
Dr. Deben, I understand doctors like you are not only endorsing this vaccine, but you're actually excited about what the data shows. That they got it right, I guess, with the dosage with regards to our young children. Is that true?
The data is actually very consistent with the data for adolescents and adults, in that the reduced number of hospitalizations and deaths is pretty consistent, and the safety profile is as well. The child's dose is 10 micrograms, or 1/3 of the adult dose of 30 micrograms, and the safety data is very strong.
What I'm hearing, though, and what I'm seeing from the various studies is a lot of parents saying, I'm going to wait and see before I get the shot for my child. Should they?
The CDC does not endorse that idea. They actually recommend proceeding with vaccinating the children in order to decrease the risk of symptomatic hospitalization and death. There's also the post-COVID multi-system inflammatory syndrome that also affects children. And they've also found that probably over half of children that have symptomatic COVID have symptoms for over 8 weeks. And so it can have a significant effect in their regular daily life. So the CDC recommends going ahead and vaccinating.
Myocarditis, a concern?
Of course. Myocarditis, just to do a very brief review, is inflammation in the center third of the heart muscle. It has been found to be increased in young men who have been who receive the second dose, usually 1 to 2 weeks after the second dose. We found that in the adolescents that have been vaccinated, about 600 myocarditis cases in comparison to 133 million vaccines. Obviously, no one wants to see their child complaining of chest pain and shortness of breath or having to go to the hospital. Thankfully, all 600 in some cases resolved without any sequela.
Dr. Deben, can you put the numbers in perspective for us? We live in the me generation where everybody believes that anything bad that is going to happen to them. With regards to these vaccines, and even with regards to the vaccines that will be going into the arms of our children, there have been millions of shots administered. What are the odds, literally from a parental standpoint, that my child is the one that gets sick?
The odds are significantly low. You're more likely to get struck by lightning than to have a significant effect. Now, is the shot going to hurt? Is there going to be some local inflammation and redness? Sure. After the second shot in the study that was recently released by Pfizer here on the 26th of October, over 40% of children who received their second shot reported fatigue. So there is definitely the sort of mild symptoms, aches and pains, headache, that go along with getting this injection, which we've seen also in the adult population. but the risk of multisystem inflammatory disease is much higher than the risk of getting a complication of the vaccine. And that's really the crux of CDC's recommendation to go ahead and vaccinate this age group.
Yeah, the next time you're at a bar or restaurant or getting on a plane, look for the person that got struck by lightning, and then you'll know exactly what the odds are. Dr. Sophia Deben, she is a physician and COVID analyst. She is always with us from Miami. Dr. Deben, thanks for being with us.